Alright, so I'm going to explain exactly what it is that you guys have gotten in your email box for this functional movement screen that we did. So this is Adam Jackson's report. Each one of you guys are going to get a personalized report. It's going to have your name at the top. It's going to have the date that you initially did the FMS screen. The first box that you see is the FMS that you did. The 7 movements that we put you through, how you scored on each of those, right, left, bilaterally, and it's got your total score right here. So your final score, remember, we want this number to be at least a 14, ideally higher, but it's been shown that a 14 correlates, below a 14 correlates extremely well with increased chance of injury among all sorts of different populations, whether it's athletes, military, firefighters, soccer moms, you name it. Over on the side, your movement pattern corrective exercises. So this is the program that we've put together for you. Adam's first primary focus is going to be on an inline lunge. So he wants to fix that inline lunge movement first. After he goes through the whole program and fixes that or improves that, then he can come back and do his secondary corrective exercise program, which in his case is a deep squat. You guys are all going to have something different. You may have the same as somebody else, but this is going to be specific to you and your movement deficiencies. So the next part of the training that we did was the physical therapist visit. So everybody that participated in that had eyes placed on them by somebody who's got a lot more training than we do. They were either physical therapy students from the University of Puget Sound or the therapist that came in from 3D physical therapy in Tacoma. This next section is basically just kind of a copy-paste of the recommendations and the observations that they made as you went through the specific screen that they did, which is a selective functional movement screen. So it's a little bit different than this portion here, a little more in depth. So read over that. You should have been told everything that's in here for the most part, given some examples of some exercises that you can do to help fix the things that they saw was the most glaring. And this is kind of just a reminder of what you should already be aware of. Then we drop down into your general recommendations. So this is a section that everybody's going to get. Everybody's got some soft tissue work to do, and everybody's got a warm-up to do. Here's an explanation for what each one of those are. So if you click on the link here under the exercises, it'll take you to a video that we've done as trainers that's posted on YouTube. It'll show you exactly how to foam roll. Same thing here. It'll show you exactly how to do soft tissue work with a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball. Click on here and it'll show you a warm-up that we recommend everybody do. This right here at the very minimum, if this is all you do on a given day, if you don't have time to work out, you got a busy shift at home, whatever it is, if this is all you do, this is going to make a difference in how you move. So the frequency as to how often you should do these exercises, and then you come over to the specific focus. So this is going to be different for every individual, whether you've got a tight posterior chain like Adam, so he's got tight calves, tight hamstrings, his hips seem to be pretty tight. This is what he needs to specifically focus on that soft tissue work. Some people might have a tight T-spine, trouble extending their T-spine or rotating, tight lats, things like that. So this is going to be specific to you as well. On this warm-up, pay attention to the details. We're going for quality, we're not going for quantity. So you want to do the movements with as close to full range of motion as you can, but don't compensate. So if you're limited on a certain exercise, just go as far as you can. Again, quality, not quantity. So you go to the second page. This is where you get the descriptions of exactly how to follow the program that we'll go over. So we're going to focus on the priority movement pattern corrective, which for Adam is an inline lunge. Only start with the focus. Only start with the primary. Don't do the primary and secondary at the exact same time. There's level 1 exercises and there's level 2 exercises. Level 1 exercises tend to be mobility exercises, so you could call them flexibility if you want to. Level 2 exercises are going to focus on more of the stability factor. So stability, creating a stable core in the presence of change. So arms and legs, extremities are moving. This is practicing stabilizing that core and that spine. So with each exercise, you're going to do them for the suggested duration, which typically is you want to work up to being able to do 2 to 3 sets of 6 to 10 repetitions per side for each exercise. If it's a static stretch type exercise, you want to hold that stretch for anywhere between 30 seconds to 2 minutes. The longer the better. If you ever feel any tingling, numbness, nerve type pain, then obviously stop doing what you're doing. So once you've progressed through level 1 and level 2 exercises and you've gone to level 3 exercises, these are those exercises that combine level 1 and level 2. So those are these right here, and we'll go through that. So inline lunge corrective for Adam, he's going to start with this. For the first 2 weeks, he's going to go and he's going to work on a wall calf stretch and an ankle mobilization. He's going to immediately follow that up with his level 2 exercise, which is a half kneeling chop and lift. He's going to do that for a couple weeks or until he sees some major improvement. At weeks 3 or 4, or at the time when he's seen some major improvement here, could be shorter, could be longer, he's going to move on to a kneeling hip flexor stretch, followed immediately by a tall kneeling chop and lift. Again, after a couple weeks of this, or until he's seen major improvement, then he moves on to weeks 5 and 6. Doesn't have any more mobility exercises to do. Hopefully we've taken care of a big bulk of that problem here, and now we're on to making sure we're stable through the core in the presence of movement. So stance, split stance chop and lift, high knee walk to forward lunge with a twist. Again, after he's seen improvement, he's dialed in these forms, 6 to 10 repetitions per side, 2 to 3 sets. Then at the end of his program, he can go into his level 3 exercises. Again, level 3 exercises are a combination of mobility and stability right here. So these exercises are now a list that he can choose from during his warm-ups or his workouts. He should be able to take any of these exercises, incorporate them into a workout safely, and maintain what he gained here. So this is the movement pattern that he wants to get to. And these are the tools that he's going to use to get to here. After he's finished that, then he moves on to a secondary corrective right here. So same exact thing. How long it should take him roughly. It could go faster, it might take longer. Mobility exercises, stability exercises, combination. Each one of these exercises contains a link. Click on it. It'll take you to a video on YouTube that will describe exactly how we want you to do the exercise, how we don't want you to do it, maybe some coaching cues, things that you should feel, how to perform them, how to practice them. If you have any questions with any of this stuff, let us know, let a peer fitness trainer know, let me know. By no means is this absolutely perfect for everybody, but it should offer generalized improvements for every single one of you out there. So focus on it, stick with it. That's the only way you're going to see change. The way to reduce your injury risk profile is to move better. So that's what hopefully this is going to focus on for you. So give it a try, see how it works. Let us know how it's going and if we can help you out at all. Good luck.